Irene Adler, the woman.
Oh, hello. Hey, are you all packed and ready to go?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much ready to go. What about you?
Yep, just doing the math as usual, tallying up the receipts from the restaurant last night and making sure I leave notes for the crew since I'll be gone all week.
Yeah, well, I hope you're excited for your true vacation now, because I'm going to be doing all the cooking and I already have my secret ingredient packed.
Oh, I'm so excited. Hey, will GB be coming with you to do his usual butler duties?
Of course.
Does he know about us?
No, the old man, he's clueless. Hey, have you seen these Bigfoot stories that are going around about the cabin that we're staying in?
Oh, come on, you know that they're just a gimmick to make people want to rent it.
Are you sure? I mean, it's deep in the mountains. Could be the heart of Bigfoot country. Oh, I was looking into them. Some of them look kind of legit.
I'll see you there.
До свидания.
Hey Stretch, I bet you never thought your teaching of your self-defense classes would come in this handy until we had 3 kids.
Oh my gosh, you are so right. Rocco and Dash sure are a handful. It's making these college reunion trips a little bit more difficult.
Is everybody gonna be there?
Yeah, everyone's still coming.
Even Mitsif?
Yeah, he's part of the crew.
Dude's a Russian spy.
You know he is not a Russian spy. Probably.
Hey, Professor, is Charlie ready to go?
Yeah, she's ready.
Okay, I need to get there a bit early. They asked me to treat the place for rodents.
Okay, sounds good.
Is everybody going to be there?
They should be.
Good. That Mitzip owes me some money, and I'm hoping GB can help me get it from him.
Sounds good. What does GB stand for anyway?
Who knows?
Graybeard.
Huh?
GB stands for Graybeard.
Alright, I just put this stuff around the house. There won't be any rodents left with this.
Awesome. You better put that up somewhere high so the kids don't get it.
All right, you two out of here. It's time for me to make dinner.
All of them?
Out. Secret ingredient. Can't let anyone find that.
Oh, mortally wounded.
It looks like he was poisoned.
He has a gash on his head. Excuse me, but we are all missing the giant knife that's sticking out of his back.
Someone wanted to be thorough.
That someone has to be here right now.
I think it was an accident.
Kids are in the other room. Authorities are on the way. But it's going to be a while. You know, we're really out in the sticks. And we're all going to sit right here until we figure this out.
Wait, you think that one of us did this?
Well, it sure wasn't Bigfoot.
Well, we got a real Charlie Foxtrot situation going on here. Looks like the game is afoot.
Yes, Cap. So we'll start with you.
Well, Irene's the chef. She's the one that's an expert with kitchen knives.
Okay, it wasn't just the knife. What about the poison? And the knock on the head? Roach Wrangler Ron over here's got access to enough poison in his business to kill everything from crabgrass to coyotes. And Professor's a chemist.
Hey, Stretch teaches self-defense classes, and she shows people how to hit each other over their head with whatever's around.
Hey, you remember?
I did. Wait, no, this doesn't mean it was me.
Well, GB's the one that carries a blunt object with him everywhere he goes.
Okay. Blunt object for me, and also Stretch. And poison for Roach Wrangler Ron, and also the Professor. And finally, knives for Cap and Irene. This is beginning to have a Murder on the Orient Express vibe to it. Okay then, let's move on to motives. And Cap, he was not a spy.
I'm pretty sure he was. Look, he always went by the one Russian name, Mitsiv. He always had a ton of money, and I don't ever know what job he ever held. He always had the whole tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist thing because he has the OCD. And my espionage training says those are the exact type of guys the Russians would recruit because you can brainwash them. And for the record, I didn't have anything to do with this today.
Okay, Cap, Russian spy. And Stretch, spy.
Well, you have to admit he was kind of a strange guy. He checks all the spy boxes. But I had nothing to do with this.
Stretch, spy.
Professor, didn't you tell me about an email that he wrote at the university or something, and it set your career back maybe 5 years?
Yeah, that's true. It was intended to be a joke, and Mitsiv apologized for it, but the damage was done. But that doesn't mean I had anything to do with today.
Hey, I had nothing to do with this either, but he did owe me quite a bit of money from golfing bets. I won fair and square, and he always cheated. Nobody could find a ball more often in the woods than this guy. And speaking of money, GB, you've been working for Mitsiv for years, and he always said he never gave you anything.
I don't have any motive. In fact, I just have an alibi. Mitsiv and I were having a secret affair.
What? Really?
I didn't know that.
Sleeping with the enemy.
Oh, come on! How could you guys not know?
What do you guys talk about when you golf anyway?
No, I can hardly look at that.
Usually talking about hit drivers through it on the tee.
Don't you talk about kids or anything that's not happening?
No, usually watching the ball fly 2 fairways over.
Okay, alibis for anybody else?
Well, I can tell you one thing. Everybody knows that if you want to kill somebody quietly, you're not going to run up behind them and stab them in the back. Not very efficient. You got to come around behind them and slit their throat. And then, on top of that, the knife was in his back upside down. And I wasn't even in here. I was outside cutting wood for the fire we were supposed to have later.
Okay. Military training. And plenty of wood. There is a lot of it outside.
You want alibis? I have 3. Ro, Co, and Ash.
Besides, Prof saw us walking in the woods.
That's true, I did. And I was out there picking berries.
Well, I was in the clearing practicing my chipping. I sent a video of my best shots back to Cap.
That's true. He did. GB, that leaves you.
I could never have done this because I am his father. All of his money is actually mine. I pay all of his debts. And he's definitely not a Russian spy.
So if his name was Mitsiv, what does GB stand for?
It stands for Graybeard.
How did you know that?
Sherlock told us.
And I also knew this was an accident. You may see, you do not assume. When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth.
Okay, check this out. According to Sherlock, it looks like it started with 2 identical containers, one having poison in it, probably arsenic, and the other one having no label, because that was his secret ingredient, and he put that into his food and poisoned himself. That would account for the foaming at the mouth.
Yeah, that would do it.
All right. And then secondly, he probably started to hallucinate. Arsenic, I guess, will do that. And then he probably saw something that scared him.
Probably a Sasquatch. He was pretty concerned about Bigfoot out in these woods.
Certainly makes sense, because Sherlock put that right here. Then it looks like he probably dropped stuff on the floor after being scared, slipped on it, and we see the stuff on the floor, and then stumbled backwards into a knife that was in the dish drainer.
That was one of his idiosyncrasies. He would wash every utensil right after he used it, and he always put them in the dish drainer to dry, handle down.
Then I assume as he fell, he hit his head on the counter.
Elementary.
And we were so sure that it was murder.
There's nothing more deceptive than an obvious fact. But how do you think Sherlock figured this out? The kid has a brain. The rest of him, mere appendix.
I'm Detective Lestrade. It looks like this was just a strange accident, so I don't need to take anyone to the station. But don't leave for a couple days until we close our case book. I'm sure nothing this weird will ever happen again.
I can just not remember.
Okay, one more.
Eyes up here.
And I also knew this was an accident.
Okay, Rowan lifted her shirt on that one, so we got to do it again. One more time.
Hold the paper.
Loud.
And I also knew this was an accident.
Okay, one more time because I was talking. And wait, Charlotte, stand up.
When you had the
Start again.
Okay.
Really nice and loud. Say, look right at me like this. Oh, fingers right.
I don't want to do it.
You say yes.
Yeah. Charlotte. Charlotte.
Hey, hold on. What do I ask you? Do I have a line after that? Wait for a cue.
Oh, yeah, go. I'm gonna do that again.
Roach Wrangler here has enough poison to kill. I messed up.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we're on.
That was what it was.
Hey, Stretch over here teaches self-defense classes, and she teaches people how to hit on the top of their head. Oh, I don't like that.
I'm not gonna stop. What am I supposed to say? This is beginning to have a murder on the Orient Express. I didn't say that. I could never have done this because I looked at the cameras. Was that your line?
Yes.
I don't know what would have.
You gotta say something.
Check this out. One more time.
Behind the scenes.
I'll take the camera.
Speaking of money,
Ron, does Midsiv owe you a bunch of money still?
he does, yes. You want me to keep going?
You want alibis? I got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I don't want any more kids. Row, Cohen, Dash. Besides, we were out walking in the woods. Professor saw us.
You gotta start over.
Yeah, that was.
Andrea's on camera, just busted.
How do you think Sherlock figured this out?
The kid is a whiz. I totally forgot.
Well, you have to.
Let me do my line first. Sorry. This is so hard. Okay, here we go.
There's nothing more obvious. Nope. There's nothing more deceptive than an obvious fact. Let me do it again.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Sorry.
3, 2, 1.
Don't look at the screen. Just look at the floor. Just look at the floor.
3, 2.
She's still laughing.
The known giggler is still laughing. Okay, here we go.
No, it's just the shots funny. It's
cool.
Don't worry.
It's just
Don't
great.
break shot.
3, 2, 1.
Yep. Mortally wounded.
Shut up.